Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Don't we? Hold the wagon. Can you hold the wagon this way and I'll follow you? Can you go down that way? Yeah, can you pick one? And put it on the wagon. So I have some tatsoi that is at the end of its life, so it's starting to flower. I want to use this space to plant something else. So I'm just going to cut this at the root, and then I'm going to throw this in my compost over there. But I'm going to leave the root in here because that is how you feed your soil. And I'm doing this no-dig method, and I am obsessed with it. I think it's amazing. Yeah, let's put some tomato plants in. Oh, you can never have enough tomatoes. Alright, we went to a friend's house last night and so got home late. And this is what Cosmo does with the books. And then he makes he calls them hopscotches. This is my task this Sunday morning, is to tackle. I got a little bit of diaper laundry, I got more diaper laundry in the dryer. This is what I'm tackling today. Okay, we are, I'm in a challenge. I started a challenge with my friend, and the reason is sometimes it's just so hard to get back into the routine of working out when you have children. And I never really understood it before until I had my own kids, and it has little to do with what my body can do since giving birth. It's mostly just time. I just don't have time. And anyway, my friend and I, we started this challenge. I used to do 100 squats a day. I don't know if anyone else remembers this fad. It was 100 squats a day in the fruitarian community back when I was eating a bunch of fruit. And it was so fun and accessible, and something that is just like a quick get it done type of thing, and you can make it your own. And so my friend Erica just had a baby too. I think you could say I just had a baby for like 1 or 2 years. And we both really love fitness, and we love exercising and feeling strong, but it's just really hard to get a workout in sometimes. Like, I've been doing the double jogger stroller sometimes. I got a double bob on Marketplace for a fraction of the price. I've been doing yoga like 2 times a week, and I've been stretching almost every day, which is another challenge I'm in with my friend Gabe, my garden friend, because we both like value mobility and movement and stretching. So we're like, let's stretch every day together. So I'm doing that too. This right now, I'm gonna do my 100 squats, but I'm now going to add weights to my squats. Not the full 100. I think I'll do 75 without weights, and then the last 25, I'm just gonna add 15 pounds. That's it.
Oh, whoa, yeah. What a shame. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, indeed. He's a lover boy. Oh. What a shame. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What does that mean? Why is that like so? Oh my god, what is that? Alright, I have been loving making my own sauerkraut because it saves us so much money. A cabbage costs what, like $2 at the store? Maybe $5 at the store, but you're getting so much more bang for your buck when you make your own sauerkraut, and it's so easy. I feel like it might be intimidating, like when you think fermenting something. I still have not mastered sourdough. I've tried it a few times, and actually I just got sent, I'm looking around because I want to show you. I just got sent these beautiful new sourdough tools by Floaty Goat, and I am gonna try my hand at sourdough again. I am, but I need a minute. So I basically just finely chopped this cabbage and put it in a big bowl, poured a bunch of salt on it. I know the internet says you need to weigh things, but you don't need to weigh it. This is an old pickle jar, and basically you just have to use your hands and mash it until enough juices come out to cover the cabbage. And I've actually never experimented with like any other flavors. I could add garlic or something to it, but I'm just gonna do cabbage. And my sort of rule of thumb or test is just to put my fist in the cabbage, and if there's like quite a lot of liquid in there to sort of cover it, then I know I'm done. You're not adding any water, you're not adding vinegar, it's straight up fermenting in its own juices, and the salt draws out the juices. So once you think you're done, you probably need to mash 5 more minutes. And then you can put it in your jar. You're not discarding the juice, you're going to use that to fully submerge it. And my kids love sauerkraut, as do I. And yeah, it just seems like such a no-brainer to make your own sauerkraut because it's so easy. It's so much cheaper. The thing is though, I don't have any sauerkraut like fermentation weights that are supposed to help make sure the cabbage stays submerged. But what I do have, all right, so I'm gonna save this liquid and just pour it in there. I just grabbed some tatsoi from the garden, and that's going to be my little cover because I did not save the outer edge of the green cabbage leaf. And I really like to cover it with a leaf of some sort because the top layer gets a little funky unless you do that. There you go. Homemade sauerkraut, so easy. I'm not a crafty mom. I repeat, I'm not a crafty mom, but I'm going to attempt something today. I went to the craft store with my children. It is such a fun place. It's kind of like this world of possibilities and world of projects, because I would love to start implementing some sort of like structure for my 3-year-old. Like we do have structure. We have some structure. I'm just like not a super type A person in most aspects of my life. I'm intrigued by this idea of a routine chart. I'm gonna do a morning routine chart and a nighttime routine chart because there's some things that we just do every single day. And there are some things that he pushes back on every single day. The main thing is like getting out of his jammies in the morning. It's just a battle every day. And so, sorry for my squeaky chair. Should I change it? Here's what we're going to do. I got these cute little foam papers and I'm going to sort of cut them out. Listen, I am not the one to be following for craft ideas. I am just sort of making it up. I don't know the right supplies. I don't have good handwriting. I don't even know how to cut in a straight line, okay? What am I doing? What am I doing? This is gonna be great. So the idea is I'm taking these little foam papers and I'm writing little tasks on them. It's very simple, brush teeth on little circles, and I'm gonna cut them out and use little pieces of Velcro to get him to, every time he does one, he gets to put one onto the next side, and we can just leave it, and each day he can move it over here, and then the next day he moves it over here. You get it? And if you want to hear our list of tasks, and maybe some need a little bit of explanation, brush teeth, eat breakfast, eardrops. We're doing garlic mullein eardrops for the kids every day, just as like a preventative measure. And this is actually just a temporary thing, so once this is done, then we can sort of switch it out for something else. Get dressed. Get freaking dressed, man. I'm gonna add in clean up 3 things because I know he's only 3.5, but it would be nice to get him to start like contributing to the household. We're doing the Mayo Munchie, which is this amazing little device. It's this thing that kids can chew on to help their bite. I would be terrible at explaining it, but basically it's for oral development, which is so important. It's something I really wish my parents knew about. I was such a mouth breather growing up, which contributed to my open bite. This is why I can't close my teeth. It's part of the reason the Mayo Munchie is supposed to really help with that. So we just started this and we're not in a rhythm yet. And I thought this would be a great way to kind of jumpstart a rhythm. And then we're doing this along with these really simple face exercises that we went to my functional therapist to work on his fascia in his face and his mouth, and like doing this. I actually do them to myself and they feel so good. They help release tension from your face. And then I'm adding in yoga. I think I want to start doing yoga with the kids every day, like really simple. And this is something I really wanted to implement into my my homeschool routine when we start doing like official homeschooling, but why not start now? And then evening is pretty much the same. Jammies, brush teeth, eardrops, go pee. It's a big one before bed. Mayo Munchie, face exercises, yoga, more yoga to like just, I thought it would be like a really nice little thing to do together, and clean up 3 things. Who knows if the yoga thing will even catch on. While I'm cutting this, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. My husband is out of town for the week. Eric, you know him. I do not know how other moms do bedtime on their own. It is so freaking hard. Here's the thing. We lay down with Cosmo, or Eric, every night. Eric lays down with Cosmo while he falls asleep. And that is our routine. We tried to break that habit and just have him fall asleep on his own. And he was doing it at one point. It's not that he's incapable, but he was crying one night saying, I feel so alone. And we looked at each other, we're like, why are we doing this? We can lay down with him. Like, the cuddles are so special, and we're never gonna be sad that we laid down with our son to fall asleep. And wow, I need to redo this one. That one's really ugly. And anyway, because I nurse Woody to sleep, and then Eric lays down with Cosmo to sleep. And how do I do that alone? You guys, it is a nightmare. I literally don't know how to do it. He's been gone 2 nights, and I have, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I have 3 more nights. And I think tonight what I'm going to do is just put Woody in the stroller and Cosmo and I walk. We actually ended up doing this the first night because it was such a disaster. And Woody and Cosmo love to play together, so Woody was like aware that Cosmo was in the room because I tried to do it at the same time. And it literally did not work. He was like, where's my brother? So I'm gonna do that tonight again. I'm gonna put him in the stroller, and then Cosmo and I are gonna walk, and then I'll transfer Woody, and then I'll lay down with Cosmo, and it's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. Okay, let's make this chart. All right, I changed my mind. This was really hideous, so I'm gonna use crayons to make it like a little bit more fun. I'm gonna do good. Yeah, so let me test it out. It's on the back here, and it goes boop. So I like that he can choose the order, so it like doesn't really matter, and it gives him a little bit of choice. Okay, I'm gonna work on this, and then I'll show you when it's done. Hello. It has actually been like a week since we made our routine chart, and yeah, I haven't had a chance to sit down and talk to you guys. So we have actually been really loving it. There's some upsides and downsides. I think it's really, really fun that it's very homemade. Cosmo got to take part in it and help me with it, and so it makes him feel like a part of it. And the real benefit is that there's like these little things we've been wanting to include in our routine that we just haven't because, well, I didn't have any sort of accountability or like a list that I need to follow. Like, it's a pain to get your 3-year-old to do face exercises, you know, or to just like nag your child all the time, and that's like not how I want to parent anyway. And so it's just nice having like a little accountability, like it's on the chart, we gotta do it. And the downside is there are kind of like a lot of things to accomplish in the morning or before bed. There's 8 things. I feel like it's not necessary to just like do all of these things before bed. It just kind of like puts more of a burden on you to add more things to your routine. And I don't know, like doing the Myomanchi thing is gonna really pay off for us. I don't really feel like explaining it right now. I don't know how to explain it, but I think if you are a parent of young children, it is so worth looking into myofunctional therapy. It's essentially just ensuring that your children's mouth develops properly, and there are infinite benefits. One, possibly avoiding orthodontists because they might not need to get braces because there's enough space in their mouth for their teeth to come in straight. And that's just one benefit. So the payoff is really huge, you know, to put in the effort every morning and night to work on these things, do the Myomanchi, do the face exercises. But like, if I didn't have to do those things, it'd be so easy to do this routine chart. I don't know how I feel about the fact that there's no order. I think that there's something to be said about having an order in a routine chart where he goes, oh, this is what I do next, this is what I do next. I always do the first thing first and the last thing last, and there's this kind of understandable predictability about it. At the same time, I kind of like that he can look and pick, and he gets to do what he wants to do first, and that's fine. A couple things that I really love that we included on here is the yoga. It's actually so fun. Cosmo loves it. We're like, okay, time for yoga. So we run over to the rug, to this rug actually, and we'll like, he gets to choose a few poses, I get to choose a few poses, and I always try to encourage at bedtime to do the one with you're laying on your back with your feet in the air, because that's supposed to be really good to, you know, get you set up for quality sleep, and that's been really nice. I really want to encourage movement and stretching and mobility and using your body every morning and night in a small way. And obviously he's moving his body throughout the day, but just in like a more mindful way during these routines. Also enjoying the clean 3 button. This has really empowered him to takes stock of what he sees around the house, like, oh, this is out of place, I can actually clean this up, and it's nice to include this in the chart. So yeah, overall I think it's been a success. I want it to come to the point where I can be like, go do your routine chart. He's like, okay mom, and he does it all by himself. That would be amazing, but lower your expectations, Hannah. All right, back to the vlog. Let's make some dinner. We are going to make some mushroom stroganoff today. This is from my bowl, of course. She's one of the only recipe bloggers I make food from, just because it's just reliable. Like, I know it's gonna be good. I've made this recipe before. It's actually, I think, her top most popular recipe on her website. And the reason we're making this is Eric is out of town and it's my only time to make mushrooms because you know what? He is plant-based now and I'm just so excited. I've been waiting a decade for this. It is crazy. I'm not gonna get my panties in a bunch just because he doesn't like certain ingredients, because he is embracing a plant-based lifestyle, and when he's out with his friends and like getting a beer and there's a food truck that doesn't have any vegan food, he literally just has beer. Like, amazing. Because he's out of town, the hardest part is definitely bedtime. And instead of focusing on how hard it is that he's out of town, I'm going to be grateful that I get to eat a mushroom meal with my kids. Before we start cooking, I just want to show you my amazing caraway pans. I am obsessed with these pans. They're super healthy and they're like non-toxic, non-stick. You can look at their website for more information. I have it linked below. It is an affiliate link, so I get a little kickback. So it's a nice way to support this channel. If you are interested in shopping caraway, click my link below. They have so many amazing colors. They have some classic colors like white, and they have fun colors like this too. The performance is unquestionable. It is just an amazing pan. You guys, this recipe is so easy and so delicious. You absolutely have to try it. From my bowl, I'll link it below, and if I don't, just Google it. From my bowl, mushroom stroganoff, and it takes like minutes to prepare. So great. How is it, Mo?
Good.
You like the mushrooms?
Why are you eating and holding your hand?
Because I'm taking a video and making it cute. Yeah. Does it look good? Mmm. We miss Daddy, but we love mushrooms. Maybe we can include mushrooms, but we can make something separate for Daddy so he doesn't have to eat mushrooms. Could we do that?
What's that?
What?
What's that?
What's what?
I don't know what that means.
Oh. It means like, maybe even when Daddy's home, we can make this meal or another meal with mushrooms and then make Daddy something separate because he doesn't like mushrooms. That's why we're eating it while he's gone. Right?
How about we're eating mushrooms, but hey, we can mix mushrooms stroganoff with when Daddy is home, but he will have something else for dinner.
That's what I'm saying. Good idea.
Mommy, I'm gonna take a picture of my food.
Oh, you do? Okay, come here. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. All right. Oh, you ate all the mushrooms. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I am all about taking your innate creativity and putting it into action. If you are about to take the first step on your next creative project, Squarespace can help you build a beautiful website to showcase your talents and business. I have built several Squarespace websites for myself and for others, and what I love about Squarespace is its award-winning customer service. I also love how easy it is to integrate everything. Their designs are beautiful, so I can seamlessly make the end product look super professional without ever hiring a designer. Go to squarespace.com/Hannah McNeely to get a free trial and 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
We're on film, huh?
Sorry.